Doomwave's back with another video. Pickup video, because that's what I have today. That's what I have to show you. I have to show you a lot of crap. And I shot this video like, I don't know, maybe a month ago. And between then and now, I've picked up a lot more stuff. So I just said, you know, to hell with it. Especially because that video was like 40 minutes long. And I don't want to do that video. I don't want to post that one. So it's going bye-bye. However, in that video, I did go into a lot more detail about the individual items and when and where I picked them up, and so on and so forth. I'm not going to do that today because I don't remember all of it, to be completely honest. But we'll do our best, and Odin is making his presence known. He is just waking up, hearing me talk, I'm sure. Now he's going back. Anyway, neither here nor there. Did pick up a lot of stuff. Several birthday gifts, and from myself and from other people. And also a couple of thrift finds, some Black Friday stuff. Some pretty cool things. I'm really, really, really happy with everything that I have here. It's quite a lot. I haven't had a pickup video this large in a really long time. So I kind of went crazy. But, oh well, let's get started. First of all, from the Thrift, we did pick up a few things. First of which is this game right here, ZPC. I never heard of this game before buying it, but looking at the screenshots on the back, it looks like a semi-crappy PC first-person shooter, and I like such games, so I picked it up. I like GT Interactive. I think they've done some interesting things, and there's also this interesting name on the box here, right there. Interesting name, Bungie. I know those guys. I know a thing or two about Bungie, so it caught my eye, and it was only $1 for this complete big box. It comes with a large manual, and of course the disc. So it's yeah, I haven't booted up or anything, but I watched a little bit of YouTube videos and stuff, and it looks interesting at the very least. And like I said, it was $1, so willing to take the risk on a PC game for $1 like that. Also from the Thrift, interesting. I probably spent too much money on this, but I can never spend too much money on Doom-related things. So I went ahead and picked this up. It is a bonus DVD that looks to have come with the movie Doom. Never before seen features. I don't know if any of this stuff is on like any sort of special edition disc already. It could be on like a Blu-ray version of the movie. I don't know. But this was $2, and it caught my eye, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna grab that. Just throw it in the collection. No big deal. So pretty much it says Doom on it, and it's even semi-official. The movie I know is kind of its own thing. I'll probably like to add it to my collection. So $2 is not horrible, but I don't even know what it is. I didn't put it in yet. And the last thing I picked up at the Thrift, it was all on the same day, actually, was this Mortal Kombat Shaolin Knights, or Shaolin Monks, excuse me. I think this was more of a beat 'em up game, from what I can gather. Haven't put it in yet. Not sure if it works even, but I did spend $3 on it. $3 for a Mortal Kombat game. I'll try it now. We'll see. We'll see if it's any good. Let me know if it's any good. I don't know if it's any good. Alright, that is it for the Thrift. And I'm just going to kind of jump around a little bit. just because I'm holding the stack of stuff that I'd like to put down. So we go from the thrift stuff proper to just this is just straight up movies here, and one of these was I've had this pickup since it came out. I just haven't done a video, and that is Jurassic World Blu-ray. Did pick that up. Loved the movie. Thought it was fantastic, and picked it up day one. I think it came out in October, somewhere in October, I believe. So it was kind of a no-brainer purchase for us. We could have waited till Black Friday and got a little bit better deal on it, but we were pretty interested in watching it kind of right away. But all the rest of these Blu-rays were Black Friday pickups. We didn't go early on Black Friday. We just went like in the evening of Black Friday just to see the remnants of what was left at our semi-local Walmart. Just to see what they had left, and it was kind of interesting. They had a bunch of games and a bunch of DVDs and Blu-rays and stuff that were all pretty discounted still, all kind of first come first serve kind of stuff. And they had a couple of games that I had considered grabbing, but I didn't end up getting anything game wise that day because we were planning on going out of town that weekend. We didn't end up doing that, but oh well, didn't really matter. But we did pick up some Blu-rays. Picked up The Last Starfighter, and we picked up Interstellar and Insurgent, and a couple of guilty pleasures, I guess. Not really guilty. I don't feel guilty about Pitch Perfect, freaking hilarious movie, and Bridesmaids, another one. It's just hilarious. Never gets old. Can watch those any old time. And then the last Black Friday pickup was actually this guy. The 30th anniversary Pixel Mario Amiibo. I did get the brown one, and I'm not really one to buy Amiibos. I'm not really that interested in them. I think a few of them would be cool to have just to display on the shelf. Like I've got a Samus up on the shelf, and that's exactly why I wanted this one too, just because I thought it was a cool Amiibo to have just for its quality, not to leave in the box and not to necessarily use in any games, but just nice to have on the shelf because I just really like the way it looks. And for $12, it's not a bad deal for such a quality piece, in my opinion. This is a really cool Amiibo. When they first announced this one, I was pretty excited, and I knew that I wanted to get one. So I was very happy to see that my local Walmart had them on Black Friday. So that was pretty cool. They had the blue one too, red and blue one, but I just wanted the one red and brown. So I was happy with that. And to continue on, again, the rest of these is all, except for one thing, and I'll show that first. But most of this stuff is all games, and it's a combination of my birthday and Black Friday, and just odds and ends. Yeah, it was just kind of it's just weird. But anyway, first off was the last remaining non-game. I'm a huge fan of the band Coheed and Cambria, and their new album came out just a couple of months ago, The Color Before the Sun, and it is wonderful, fantastic. It is a great album. Very happy to pick up a physical copy of that. I'm listening to it on Spotify anyway, but I did decide to go ahead and support the band and buy it as well. Okay. Birthday pickups. Lots of them. Several of them gifts, like I said, and others were just gifts to myself. Kind of organize them, I guess, a little bit. First off, I did get a package from Ducky Do Gaming. He did send a birthday care package to me, and he is very generous, of course, as always. I feel like I'm forgetting something to add to the pile. I don't think I am. He sent some edible things, some beaver nuggets, and some spicy ketchup, which was amazing. Just love that spicy ketchup. That Whataburger spicy ketchup. It is the best. It's the best. But also, to go along with the edible things, he did send a couple of non-edibles as well, including a copy of Kirby's Epic Yarn. You know what I like the most? If you get the reference. you know what, yeah. If you get the reference, you know why that's hilarious. But, yeah, Kirby's Epic Yarn. Excited to try that. This was one of the last original Wii games that was still on my want list. I still have a few on my actual want list. I've got two different want lists. One is more of a more realistic, like attainable goals kind of, and or slightly higher priority want list, whereas the other one is just kind of everything that I'd like to play eventually. And this was one of the last ones on my current want list, or my priority want list. The only ones really left are like Tatsunoko versus Capcom, the Rune Factory games, Ivy the Kiwi, and a couple others. There's less than like 10. But this was one of the last ones, so very thankful to have that. And then the last big thing that Duck sent was this really, really cool custom Game Boy Color. And if you look on the back, it looks just like a standard purple Game Boy Color. And if you look on the front, you can kind of see, well, it's now, hey, it's now a green Game Boy Color, but not only that, but it's got a couple of different colored buttons. Got the lime green and the purple to match the Game Boy itself, but it didn't stop there. He's also got a third big custom, well, fourth technically, a third and a fourth big custom job on it, and that is, we've got a Pokemon screen also, and this is actually the gold silver one, and not just the Pikachu one, but this one's got the Gen 2 starters on it, so, which is just awesome. And I guess the fourth mod was he added a backlight to it also, so nothing in there, so it's not gonna boot up. But yeah, now I have a Game Boy Color custom Doom Waves edition Game Boy Color with a backlight. So very awesome. Ducky Do Gaming, everybody. Ducky Do Gaming. So he knows how much I appreciate it, and I don't need to say thank you onto the video because I've already said to him in person, no less. He actually came and spent Thanksgiving with us, which was really awesome. Yeah, we didn't shoot a video because we're lame, but he was here. He was here. And he also, an early Christmas present, that right there is my original Xbox with a shell swap. So now I have the Halo Edition original Xbox. It's still my modded Xbox guts. He just did a shell swap, and that was freaking cool too. That was an early Christmas present. So again, Ducky Do Gaming, what a guy! What a guy! All right, moving on. Some big heavy hitters here, and I'll save the best for last, I guess, just because. But this is kind of an amalgamation of a lot of pickups. Again, birthday and Black Friday and things like that. Did pick up a buttload of games. These specifically, Black Friday, I was making a GameStop.com order because we didn't end up getting out of town, but I wanted to go ahead and take advantage of some online savings and pick up a couple of things. First of which is Splatterhouse on the PlayStation 3. I was a little bummed when it came in the generic case. I can't say I'm surprised. but I was just a little bit bummed because I was hoping to get a complete copy, or at least original case and cover. I really don't care much if it has a manual, and I don't even know if it had a manual. I'm just saying, like, when I say complete, I don't mean manual. I just mean original case and artwork. But anyway, Splatterhouse, PlayStation 3. No secret, Splatterhouse on 360 is one of my favorite games, and I love it so much, I decided to double dip and get the PlayStation 3 version also, so I could play and enjoy it as well, and get some trophies, because I love that game. And if anything, if my experience with the PlayStation 3 version is anything like the Xbox 360 version, I will want to play it more than once. I played the Xbox 360 version all the way through on easy, or on normal. I don't think there was like an easy. I played it all the way through on normal, and then I played it through immediately again on hard, and it was amazing. Along with that, this one's actually in my 360 still, so I can't show you the disc, but I can show you the front generic cover. Earth Defense Force 2017 on the Xbox 360. This was the only Earth Defense Force game, I believe, in America that only came out on the 360. I think the rest of them are on both PS3 and 360. I know Insect Armageddon is the second one, and I have it on PS3, and then I think there's 2025 is out on both, which I don't have a copy of that one yet, but I plan to, because these are really freaking fun. Just video game-ass video games. And I know I throw that term out quite a bit, but there is nothing about this game, this series, that is not just pure video game. Like, you're running around with unlimited ammo, shooting giant ants, giant spiders. That's the point of this game. So, video game-ass video game, and it is a lot of fun. Earth Defense Force 2017. And then, if you watched my previous video, you will know that I did, in fact, pick up Call of Duty Black Ops 3. And I know that, again, I don't have to try and sell this game to anyone. This series kind of speaks for itself. But what I can say is, if you're curious about the series in general, I say that this is a really good entry. I said that in my video, and I'll say it here too. They did a lot of things right with this game, and I've not watched a lot of other reviews of this game. I don't know what other people are saying. I don't know what corporate video game entities are saying about Black Ops 3, but what I'm saying about it, it is a lot of fun. The campaign and the zombies, and I enjoy the online multiplayer. Not everybody does, but I would say that this first person campaign, or solo campaign, is totally worth the cost of admission. But there again, it is worth waiting for the price to go down too. I used my Best Buy Game Club membership to get this game, so I only paid like $45 for it, which I think is, of course, a good clip for a new video game. I don't like paying $60, but that's just me. And while I was at it, I decided to while I was playing that one still, maybe even, I decided to, one, replace a game that was in my collection, which I had previously gotten rid of, and then double dip on two others. Well, double dip on one, and then kind of replace on one. And I'll just show you. This was the replacement, Call of Duty Black Ops 2. I bought this game originally when it came out, when it was brand new. And for some reason, well, not for some reason, I was just hard up for money, and this was an easy sell. I sold this to, I don't even know who I sold to, but I sold it, and I didn't necessarily regret it at the time because I wasn't that into the series, but this game is really good. I haven't played the campaign on this one, but I really enjoyed the multiplayer and the zombies, specifically on Black Ops 2. I think it's very good on Black Ops 2, so I'm glad to have replaced this in my collection. And while I was at it, these are really cheap now, so I went ahead and I double dipped and bought another copy of Modern Warfare 3 on the PlayStation 3, just because Modern Warfare, Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare. This is one of the greatest games. This is this is still this one and Black Ops 3 have got to be probably my favorite Call of Duty games. They're just fantastic, and this is kind of the one that started it all for Call of Duty. They got some popularity with their 1, 2, and 3. You know, they had some popularity, but it exploded with this game, especially because it came out after Halo 3 was out, and Halo 3 was pretty dominant on the 360. And then this came out and made a convert of a lot of people, including me. I dropped Halo 3 quickly and started playing this on 360 like for a long time. I played that game for a long time online. And then this one is kind of a double dip, but not really. Modern Warfare 3, again, this was like $5. I actually don't own this one on the 360 or at all until now. I had borrowed my brother-in-law's copy, so I went ahead and bought my own copy. And I plan on playing it again eventually anyway. I'll play all of the Modern Warfare games again because that campaign was dope. Straight dope. Continuing. A game that's been on my radar for a while. I watched hours and hours and hours of this on Twitch, and I was just completely enthralled with it. And my love of farming games just is both fascinating and confusing, but I love them. So, Farming Simulator 15 on the Xbox One, when someone in my area was selling it on Facebook for like $20, and it's still like $40 for a used copy at GameStop, I said, I'll have that. That sounds good. I'll have that. Dumb and Dumber reference. Another pickup. Curtain Call. No, not Curtain Call. Excuse me. Theater Rhythm. Final Fantasy. Curtain Call is still a little bit higher than this one, but I think this was less than $10 for the original game. I know that Curtain Call, I think, has all of the songs that are on this version on it, which is probably why this version is just slightly cheaper than Curtain Call. But again, I wanted to play it. I played the demo of this. This was actually one of the very first things I played on my my 3DS when I picked it up, because the demo for this game, the original game, was fairly not new, but it was in the eShop still. So it was one of the things I downloaded right after I got my 3DS. Before I even had any proper 3DS games, I just had DS games and demos. So I played the Theater Rhythm demo quite a bit. Moving on, just because this is taking a long time. Again, I'm sorry. Alien Isolation on the Xbox One. This I'm not sure that I'll love this game just because I'm not very good at horror games, like the tanky style horror games. But this is a very well received game, very popular. And price point is pretty good, and I love Alien very, very much. I will say that confidently that Alien is my preferred movie of the franchise, more so than Aliens. And from what I can gather, this game plays a lot like Alien the movie, and that's exciting, but I'm not sure I'll be very good at it. So, Alien Isolation. Looking forward to trying it, but I can't guarantee that I'll love it. But nevertheless, glad to have it. To go along with the fancy dancy Amiibo, we did pick up Super Mario Maker. This is one of the games that's been on my very high on my want list since it came out. Even before it came out, I remember being excited about this at the E3 that it was announced, thinking that it sounded like a really cool idea. I think it was E3 of 14 when they announced this, I think. not positive, but I think this one was. And I remember being pretty excited about it. And as it got closer and closer to its release, it sounded even better and better. And then when it came out, it was just so popular. Lots and lots of people bought this and are playing it. And I think it's just awesome. Admittedly, I haven't played it very much yet. I really would like to put some more time into it, but I've just been so busy with my school and work and stuff. I haven't had a lot of time for any games, which is kind of crazy that I bought so many recently because I haven't had much time to play anything. But again, I did buy this at Best Buy, so I did not pay $59.99. I paid like $47 for this, which I think is just phenomenal for a brand new game to pay less than $50. Last two should be no surprise. Well, one of them might be a small surprise, but the other one, no surprise at all. And that would be Halo 5 would be the no surprise at all. Of course, I got this game. I was very lucky. My wife loves me and surprised me with this as a very early birthday gift. This came out the Tuesday, the 27th, something like that, of October. My birthday is on the 5th of November, so it was a little bit early, and she surprised me with it. I was not expecting to get it on my birthday, or I was not expecting to get it at when it came out on release day. But she hooked it up, and I was playing Halo 5 on release day, and I tell you what, Halo 5 lives up to all of my expectations of the series. I've only played about 2 missions of the campaign, but so far it's awesome. I love the way it feels. I love the way you play as Locke. I think he is just different enough for Master Chief in the way that you play. And it's got an interesting mechanic, and we talked a little bit about it on the podcast. But it's got an interesting campaign mechanic, where it really kind of funnels you into wanting to play co-op because you are in control of either this guy or this guy, Master Chief or Locke. But you're a part of a 4-person team, and the AI is kind of stupid. So I'm playing it on normal, and there have been some parts that have been pretty difficult already. There's one mission, especially early on, you're playing as Chief, and you're in this aircraft hangar trying to hold off lots and lots of Covenant, and then a couple of hunters show up, and it's kind of hard to kill them because you're in kind of a claustrophobic area at times, and it's hard to get away from them sometimes. There's a lot of crap in the way, and this would help, of course, if the AI wasn't stupid. If I was playing with at least one other person, some of those missions would go a lot more smoothly, but as it is, it's still a fantastic game so far, and I love the multiplayer. Ugh, SWAT. I could play SWAT for hours. Speaking of multiplayer, the last game I did pick up was Destiny: The Taken King. I know that this is mostly just DLC. It comes with all 3 sets of DLC expansions for the Dark Below, House of Wolves, and the Taken King, which are the 3 Destiny expansions. But this was $40, and as far as I could tell, though, the disc itself is just the original Destiny disc, and it comes with download codes for the expansions. But it's the same price digitally, as far as I can tell, to buy the all the expansions, or to buy the Taken King version of Destiny. It's still the same price, so might as well get it physically, I guess. So the only thing that's digital is the things that unlock the expansions. But yes, now technically I have 2 copies of Destiny, but whatever, don't mind. Destiny is fantastic. It's really good. I just really like it a lot. It's been a long time since I played it. I played it earlier in the year, and it's actually one of my contenders for Game of the Year, just because I enjoyed it so much. And that's just the vanilla game. That's not even including the expansions, which I've just barely scratched the surface of. I've played just a little bit of it, not very much at all. But hopefully I can get some more of it played before the end of the year. Destiny itself is already in the running for Game of the Year, but depending on how much I enjoy the rest of it, my brother-in-law just walked in, so I'll go ahead and wrap this up. Thank you for watching. Doomwaves out.